All right, we're in an NCAA post-match press conference after a exciting 5-set second-round match between the Otterbein Cardinals and the Wisconsin-Whitewater Warhawks, joined by Otterbein head coach Monica Wright, her student-athletes Bridget Oder and Morgan Hartman. And Coach, just an opening statement on tonight's match where you guys survive and advance.
Yeah, we survived. It was an extremely intense match, and just really proud of our focus throughout all 5 sets. There were times things weren't going our way, but really impressed with the way the girls just kept fighting back and just never let the match get out of control so that we had an opportunity to win.
Bridget, just talk a little bit about, you guys go up a set, start the match, and then they come back, retake the momentum, and you guys have to fight back. What did you guys say to yourself going into that 4th set to dig down and fight back and ultimately get the win?
Well, our season was on the line there, so we kind of just told each other to put everything we had out on the court, every little bit of energy, confidence, heart out on that court. And I think we just came out, put everything out there, hustling, hitters taking chances, and just took that lead and carried right over into that 5th set.
Morgan, you had a lot of kills tonight, and they've got an imposing front line. Just your thoughts on attacking against, a Whitewater team that has a lot of size and a lot of height.
Yeah, I think at that point you have to just understand that they're a big block, they're a big team, but just knowing how to score, making the best of each play. We spread the ball around to all of our hitters tonight, which helped a lot, took some pressure off the block from me, but yeah, just trusting your training, knowing that you have a bunch of different shots that you can hit really helps.
Coach, looking back, an NCAA tournament match like this, how important is it to get that first set?
In volleyball, I feel like it's just coming out with the win, right?
Yeah.
Whether you win sets, 1, 2, and 5, or, drop the first, I definitely think all of our players know that it's just important to somehow figure out a way to win 3 sets, and against a great team, it doesn't matter how it happened, right?
Bridget, I was just talking to Morgan about her attacking, but they've got some big attackers themselves, and you were digging up ball after ball. Defensively, what were you thinking, when you're playing at the libero spot in a match like this?
Well, I trusted my block big time. We always had a big block up against their big hitters, and I just went off of our block, and that made that 10 times easier, having a solid block up in front of me. I could go off of that and read the ball better, so it involved everybody to be able to, do as good as we did.
Coach, thoughts on advancing to tomorrow night?
Really exciting for our program. We talked about how we've actually never won this second match in the tournament, but if you win this one, we might as well come out and try to bring home that regional championship, which would also be a first. So we're super excited to be here, but not settling and still hungry.
All set?
I was just going to ask Monica, the first 3 years in this tournament, you were one and done, and the last 4 times now you've won at least once, and now you win, you get your first ring to 5. Can you talk about maybe the evolution of the program or maybe the new standard and where you hope it goes?
Yeah, I think we're always just trying to better the program, and this year, unfortunately, we didn't add any league championships, to our banners, but that was the talk. Is like, hey, we can still leave our mark, and we can still do big things, and like I said, hoping to continue to prove that throughout this tournament.
Morgan and Bridget, last thing, I think just that match. I don't know how many great matches you played in or where that ranks among them, but can you just talk about college athletics and where it ranks in the college experience or what it means to you? Momentum things and emotions and everything you feel. What does athletics mean to your college experience?
We were just talking about this on our way down. That was one of the craziest matches that we've ever been in, and most rewarding, I think, in my opinion.
Definitely.
Just knowing that we're making history and winning the second match. I think it ranks close to Muskie last year in our league championship.
I know,
but,
I agree.
That definitely has taken my most competitive game that I've ever played in.
I would definitely agree with Morgan. I can't really think of a volleyball experience my whole life that's even come close to that. Like she said, we were talking about that on the way up here. And honestly, like she said, one of the most rewarding games I think I've ever played in. Came with a lot of heart and grit from all of us and a lot of teamwork, and it definitely showed out on the court from all of us. And on the bench, too, they were cheering every single point right there with us.
Okay, very good. Congrats. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Cards.